Ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
All right. Good morning, guys. It is Thursday. Thursday, March 4th. It says the first U.S. government under the new Constitution began in 1979 with the first session of Congress. So that means nothing to me, so it doesn't really matter. So, all right. Let's talk about what national day it is today. Today is National Marching Music Day. It says National Marching Music Day is March 4th. Have you ever seen a marching band and where? I'm pretty sure your brother's in band, so yes. Where do marching bands practice? At school most of the time. I don't know. My aunt is like, I don't know, 60 something years old and she's still in a marching band. So
My mom's in a band, not a marching band, but in
not a marching band. My aunt will do anything. She will march. She will do whatever. It doesn't matter. What do you know about drums? That doesn't have anything to do with marching band. Okay, whatever. All right, so people can march to the beat of a drum. Okay, so I guess the drums keep the beat of the marching band. All right, and our class thinks drums are loud,
very
loud, fun, and cool. All right, so we've got our number of the week is 8. Number 8, EIGHT. 8 fish in our 10 frame. Bill, look. 8. Evan. 8. Touch. 8.
This is hilarious.
I know. Our letter of the week is H. Capital H. Lowercase h. H words are hedgehog. I like hedgehog. Bill. H. Thank you. Evie. H. I know. Thank you. So get it out of my face. All right. Our shape of the week is a semicircle. Semicircle. It is half of a circle. Kind of looks like a taco. Half of a circle. Yo, semicircle. Hey. Semicircle. Touch. Thank you. Abby. Touch. Thanks.
He's like, bye.
All right, we've got our popular semicircle shape is an igloo. Igloo, it's half of a circle. So here is half of a circle. No, half of a circle. Thank you. Half of a circle. Touch. Thank you. Our core word of the week is want. We want something. What do you want? Yo, what do you want? I want some water. You probably want to eat.
He's like, I want you out of
He's like, I want you to go away. All right, and our safety sign of the week is elevator. So when we can't use the stairs, we have to find the elevator. The elevator will take us up and down. Elevator. Thank you. Elevator. Touch. Thank you. All right. Miss Chrissy's going to do our weather. I look sickly on camera.
Okay, so today is cold and it's cloudy right now, but they said it's supposed to get sunny, so we'll see. So it's cold and it is cloudy. But I think we can still leave our hoodie on our guy. It's not like that cold. Miss Chrissy was having a hot flash this morning, so she walked out of her house with no coat at all. Miss Tara made fun of me because I was holding my coat. I'm like, what's the point of bringing it? So it is March and it is cloudy. Hopefully it will get sunny. And that other weather today.
All right, so continuing with our important people, we are going to work on our Scholastic News 2 article. You will also need word work, so it's going to be vocabulary heavy today. So word work, vocabulary. Let's see, what's the other ones? We're going to have, and then our 2 vocabulary sorts that I sent home. So vocabulary sort and the other vocabulary sort. Sorry, I don't want to lose all my pieces. So vocabulary sort 2. Okay, we get those ready. Feel.
Meet Christian Robinson. He is an illustrator. He made the pictures for this book. How did he do it? He is also an author. He writes the words in books too. Telling stories with pictures. Christian works in a studio in his garage. As you read, think about the steps Christian takes to make a book. Christian Robinson loved making pictures. One day, he painted a picture of himself and his grandma. He put it on his website. He didn't think anyone would look at it. But someone did. A man saw it. He worked for a book company. He loved the picture. The man asked Christian if he would like to illustrate a new book. Christian was excited. He loved to tell stories with pictures. He said he would do it. From words to pictures. An author wrote the words for the new book. He loved Christian's painting too. So he wrote his story about it. The story was about a boy named CJ and his grandma. They took a long bus ride, and CJ asked questions about all the things they saw. Christian read the words and thought a lot about the story. Now it was his job to tell the story with his pictures. First, he used his imagination. He asked himself, what is CJ like? What clothes does he wear? Where does he live? Christian wanted his pictures to answer these questions for the readers. Next, he drew his ideas. He made rough drawings on little sticky notes. He planned out what would go on each page. He didn't get every drawing right on the first try, but he didn't get upset. It's okay to make mistakes, he says. Then he made bigger pictures. He added color to them. He used paint and shapes he cut out of colorful paper. That type of art is called collage. Christian worked on his collages for months. Finally, he was done. He had told the story with his pictures. The words and pictures came together to make a beautiful book called Last Stop on Market Street. It won a Caldecott honor. That's a really big award for picture book art. Love and joy. Christian has illustrated 16 books now. He has also written words for a book. He loves making books for kids. He says, if it brings you joy, or if you like doing it, keep doing it. By Blair Rainsford. How Christian does it. 1. First, he uses his imagination. He thinks about the story he wants to tell. 2. Next, he makes rough drawings called sketches. He draws them on sticky notes. 3. Then he makes bigger pictures. He adds color and makes collages. Paint. Cut paper.
Ready? You're gonna help me out here, Ev. Yeah, He's gonna help. You're gonna participate today. All right. So let's do our vocabulary.
Illustrator. A person who makes pictures for a book or a magazine. Imagination. When you use your imagination, you make things up. Your imagination can help you get ideas for pictures or stories. Collage. Art that is made by gluing things to paper. Sketches. Simple drawings.
All right. Ready? All right. Number 1 says you can use your blank to dream up new ideas and creations. We can use our what? Look, touch. I know, you're gonna get mad. So you can use your imagination to dream up new ideas and creations. Number 2, it says a collage is a type of serial, art, or school. Collage and college look pretty similar, but it's not a type of school. It's a type of art. Art. All right. And then the last one says circle the materials you would need to make a collage. So if we're going to make a collage, we need a bunch of different things. Help me out. You ready? We need some paper, scissors, and glue. Thank you, Ev. All right, so we are going to read the story that they talked about in the Scholastic News. Maybe.
Dreamscape presents Last Stop on Market Street. Words by Matt De La Pena. Pictures by Christian Robinson. CJ pushed through the church doors, skipped down the steps. The outside air smelled like freedom, but it also smelled like rain, which freckled CJ's shirt and dripped down his nose. He ducked under his Nana's umbrella, saying, "How come we gotta wait for the bus in all this wet?" trees get thirsty too, his Nana told him. Don't you see that big one drinking through a straw? CJ looked for a long time but never saw a straw. From the bus stop, he watched water pool on flower petals, watched rain patter against the windshield of a nearby car. His friend Colby climbed in, gave CJ a wave, and drove off with his dad. Nana, how come we don't got a car? Boy, what do we need a car for? We got a bus that breathes fire, and old Mr. Dennis who always has a trick for you. The bus creaked to a stop in front of them. It sighed and sagged, and the doors swung open. What's that I see? Mr. Dennis asked. He pulled a coin from behind CJ's ear, placed it in his palm. Nana laughed her deep laugh and pushed CJ along. They sat right up front. The man across the way was tuning a guitar. An old woman with curlers had butterflies in a jar. Nana gave everyone a great big smile and a good afternoon. She made sure CJ did the same. The bus lurched forward and stopped. Lurched forward and stopped. Nana hummed as she knit. How come we always gotta go here after church? CJ said. Miguel and Colby never have to go nowhere. I feel sorry for those boys, she told him. They'll never get a chance to meet Bobo or the Sunglass Man. And I hear Trixie got herself a brand new hat. CJ stared out the window, feeling sorry for himself. He watched cars zip by on either side, watched a group of boys hop curbs on bikes. A man climbed aboard with a spotted dog. CJ gave up his seat. How come that man can't see? Boy, what do you know about seeing? Nana told him. Some people watch the world with their ears. That's a fact. Their noses, too, the man said, sniffing at the air. That's a mighty fine perfume you're wearing today, ma'am. Nana squeezed the man's hand and laughed her deep laugh. Two older boys got on next. CJ watched as they moved on by and stood in back. Sure wish I had one of those, he said. Nana set down her knitting. What for? You got the real live thing sitting across from you. Why don't you ask the man if he'll play us a song? CJ didn't have to. The guitar player was already plucking strings and beginning to sing. To feel the magic of music, the blind man whispered, I like to close my eyes. Nana closed hers too. So did CJ and the spotted dog. And in the darkness, the rhythm lifted CJ out of the bus, out of the busy city. He saw sunset colors swirling over crashing waves, saw a family of hawks slicing through the sky, saw the old woman's butterflies dancing free in the light of the moon. CJ's chest grew full and he was lost in the sound, and the sound gave him the feeling of magic. The song ended, and CJ opened his eyes. Everyone on the bus clapped, even the boys in the back. Nana glanced at the coin in CJ's palm. CJ dropped it in the man's hat. Last stop on Market Street, Mr. Dennis called. CJ looked around as he stepped off the bus. Crumbling sidewalks and broken down doors, graffiti-tagged windows and boarded-up stores. He reached for his Nana's hand. How come it's always so dirty over here? She smiled and pointed to the sky. Sometimes, when you're surrounded by dirt, CJ, you're a better witness for what's beautiful. CJ saw the perfect rainbow arcing over their soup kitchen. He wondered how his Nana always found beautiful where he never even thought to look. He looked all around them again. At the bus rounding the corner out of sight, and the broken street lamp still lit up bright, and the stray cat shadows moving across the wall. When he spotted their familiar faces in the window, he said, "I'm glad we came." He thought his Nana might laugh her deep laugh, but she didn't. She patted him on the head and told him, "Me too, CJ. Now, come on."
So see, it says it's illustrated by the guy that we just talked about. So, all right, we're gonna do 2 vocabulary things. I know you're so excited about them. That go with our story, and then we're done. Okay? All right. There's bills. All right, we gotta make choices today. You ready? So we're gonna work on this one first. It says last stop on Market Street vocabulary with the big pictures. Okay. So our first vocabulary word is witness. So CJ witnessed a lot of good things in the story. Which one? This one. Touch. Thank you. All right, crumbling. He saw some crumbling buildings. We talked about crumbling. All right, so witness crumbling. Which one's crumbling? Which one's crumbling? Choice. Which one? Thank you. Good choice, Ev. Crumbling. So our cookies and things that are crumbling. I know I talked about crumbling buildings, but we need to talk about crumbles when we're eating, huh? All right. Our next one is graffiti. I know. Can you choose graffiti? Which one? Thank you. So there was graffiti on the buildings when they got to the last stop on Market Street. Graffiti, looks like this one. And our last one, touch, thank you. Our last one, soup kitchen. That's where him and his grandma went and volunteered at the end of the book. That's their last stop on Market Street. The soup kitchen. All right, patience, my friend. All right. Oh, I just dropped all your pieces. Sorry. All right. So last thing we're gonna do, same vocabulary, different setup. Okay. You ready, Av? All right. So witness. Which one? Try again. I know. You're doing great. You've had much patience today. All right. Crumbling. Try again. Thank you. So crumbling. We're gonna speed through this one. Soup kitchen. Thank you. At least I got a smile for a second. And our last one is graffiti. Give me a touch. There you go. All right, so you should look like this when you're done. All right. And we are done for today. Hope you guys have a great Thursday. I keep forgetting it's Thursday. And we'll see you tomorrow.